Hi and welcome to Dr. Chan's GCSE Total Recall System and how to use it to make revision easier and quicker and more fun for your children. So what is Dr. Chan's memory methods? Well, basically it's how you actually put boring facts and figures and you make them more fun to remember by making a story or actually placing objects and prompt you to think of important facts and figures in a room or on a journey. I first came across these memory methods about 20 years ago from an ex-memory champion, and one particular thing I can still remember is learning the first 10 numbers of pi just by reciting a little story in my head. And my story was that I went in through a school door, and on the clock in front of me it was showing 2:15, so that was 1415, 1415. So straight away I'm going through the door and on the clock in front of me is 1415, 1415. So then as I go through the door, coming towards me then is a balloon which is floating, which shows me a 9, and then it's followed by a swan, because the shape of a swan when you think of it is like a 2, so that's the 9 and the 2. And then at the bottom of the room then, there's a 65-year-old man marrying a 35-year-old woman. So when I put those sequence of numbers together, the 1415 on the clock as I go in, the 9 which is the balloon, the 2 which is the swan, and then the 65-year-old marrying the 35-year-old, put them all together and you've got 3.1415926535. And that's the first 10 numbers of pi. And I still remember that after over 20 years, because what it has done, it has actually changed it from a boring random 10 figures into a story in my head that's actually automatically stored it into my long-term memory. And that's some of the sort of things that Dr. Chan's GCSE Total Recall System teaches you how to do with your child to make revision quicker. Because when I was helping my younger daughter with revision, I mean, I'm of a certain age now, my memory isn't what it used to be. So I found these techniques brilliant for me as well, if I was trying to retain information to try and make them quicker and easier to help my child with revision. I mean, he shows you all sorts of things. He shows you how to learn the 10 moons of Jupiter, and he shows you how to do that through a story. I mean, like you can see one there is Europa. So he's actually got a map of Europe in his head for the Europe. Ganymede, he uses the wizard to remind him of that. Leda, I presume that's how you say it, is really heavy lead. Himalaya would be mountains. So he just makes a story with a sequence of events to remember the 10 moons of Jupiter. He also shows you how to code items in a room, so you can remember all facts and figures from a room. Like, for example, if I was going to just try and remember 2 random dates from the French with Waterloo and Nelson, I would just think to myself of Nelson sitting here with his cap and whatever, and I'd have him perhaps with a big stopwatch with 1805 on it, 6:05, and I think, right, that was when the Battle of Trafalgar. And then I'd probably have him timing then Wellington running round the desk 10 times, because I know then 10 years on, 1815 is when there was the Battle of Waterloo. It could even have him running around the table holding a really heavy bottle of water, maybe with bright pink writing on or something, so I think, right, that's Waterloo. So I say I would have Nelson sitting on the couch with 1805 and a stopwatch, and then Wellington run around with a huge weighty bottle of water running 10 times. So I know 10 years on is 1815. And there's just some of the simple methods of how you can make facts and figures a lot less boring, but mostly you store them then to your long-term memory. And that's what Dr. Chan GCSE Total Recall System will teach you how to do. So if I give you a quick idea of what to expect, you've got the 3 memory systems, Dr. Chan's alphabet system, where he teaches you to code up the alphabet to remember certain things. This sequential story linking, which is what I just told you, which was an example where I gave you the 10 numbers of pi. You've got the rooms of the mind system, where you actually code up things in a room. There's how to memorize a pack of playing cards, which can be quite fun. How to remember dates. The amazing effects of goal setting, and then resources. That's what you can expect. I'll pop a link into the comments of how you can actually order your copy. It comes with a guarantee as well, a money back guarantee. But I also want to stress to you that I'm actually an affiliate for Dr. Chan's GCSE Total Recall System. So there is a chance if you click on my link and purchase it, I could get paid a commission. But you won't pay any more whatsoever for the product. I will actually just be paid directly from the product owner, and the cost of the product will be exactly the same to you. I've got lots more of videos explaining how to remember boring random facts and figures by using the methods covered in Dr. Chan's GCSE Total Recall System, which you can find in my Dr. Chan playlist on my YouTube channel. Alright, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to like this video if you found it useful. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.